Everyone, welcome back to another episode of almost said another series, potion creating, where we take random sodas, random cereals, maybe even random ice creams, mix them together, and that's what we call our potions, our new flavors. Today we're gonna be using some Sprite and orange Fanta. Making some orange Sprite. Oops. It's just two sodas. I'm not gonna be using a measuring cup for it, but there's a little bit special about this potion creation. Now, I had to freeze this soda here, the Fanta, for a good hour and 30 minutes. I probably did 30 minutes a little bit too long. I probably should have just done it for an hour. It's been a while since I made some slushy. That's why I call soda that I freeze, because that's what it becomes, slushy. Yeah, I try to make it a slushy, but honestly, if it's iced, it'll still work. That's why I cut the top of this water ball off, because if it is iced, all I have to do, dump it in there. You'll see how. Pretty interesting how. I end up usually wasting, so it's probably best to do it with slushy instead of ice, but here we go. First, before we open it, it's probably going to be busting. Not in the good way either, but in a explosion way. How do I fix that? Tap the top. Now it's best to do this, to put it on a flat surface and then give it a tap. Where you're tapping at, you're just tapping right there, right where it opens at. Why do this? It kills down some of the carbonation. How does it kill down the carbonation? I guess the vibrations popping the bubbles, honestly. I'm not really sure. I can't really get too much into detail about it, but I know this works because people around here, they like to either freeze a pop or shake a pop and put it back in the fridge. So whenever you're drinking a soda from them, and it's not given to you by me, your best option is to do this. Alright, let's see. I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's too frozen. Right, bro? Oh boy, this. Okay, I got a napkin. I really don't have good fit. I feel like I should do this over the sink. But let's see. Does the tapping work? No, it does not. It's okay. Just got a little bit of explosion. Tastes good. So something like bubbling. It's overflowing, but it's not like spewing out, like spraying out. That's because we tapped it before opening it. It's still going to overflow because of the cold and ice in there. But if it was shaken up, it wouldn't even be, overflowing out. And if it was like regular, this ain't shaken up, it's just frozen, but still. So, but since this is hard, solid, frozen, that's okay because we're gonna be cutting it open. This part, I suggest doing with under adult supervision because it's gonna take a big knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Or is that how they say it? That's not a knife. This is a knife. I don't know how they say it, but either way, that's a cool quote right there. I'm pretty sure there's a way to cut through the top here, but I usually just cut around here because I feel like if I cut downward, it's going to get the tin foil into soda and ice, and I don't want to be drinking tin foil. So I think it's best to cut around the edges there, just not too low because it could spill. That's not a knife that'll do the job. Now that's a knife. I think the best technique of cutting the can is just stabbing it and then cutting. You stab inside it and then cut it. Now remember, dealing with sharp objects, especially a sharp object that's bigger than your head, you want to have adult supervision. And you don't want to be swinging it around like this. See, this is a flimsy knife. It could just be one thing where I go, it could, and it goes, it hits someone in the forehead. Okay? That's why adult supervision is best with dangerous objects. I had to put that in there every time, warnings. That beauty, not the knife, but the icing, the orange icing. Look at this, it's like chips, fish and chips. The fish, because that'd be nasty. Let me get another piece. It's like slushy ice. It's like snow ice. You can make a snowball with that stuff. I think this is the best, honestly, this is probably the best way to mix sodas together. You ice one up, use it as ice. Whoops. I had to. And then you just mix the other one with it. But first you put in the ice. Also you have to cut the water bottle, or you could use a cup. I forgot what cups were for a second there. But I've been making these recently, so these work. I like to make these because they show you all what looks a real nice look of them. Because I don't really like see through glass cups, and if I did, they'd probably use them for God knows what. But anyways, before we go with this mixture, I just want to say one thing, and that's if you find this series idea fun and exciting or whatever it may be, or you want to try yourself, go for it. You don't even have to give me a shout out for the idea. If anything, just let me know that you made the video of a potion creating idea of yourself and let me watch it. That'd be awesome enough. I'm not going to sit there and comment, oh, you got this on my idea, rah rah rah. I wouldn't do that to you all. The reason why I create these new series is to open your minds and show you can make anything. Just put your mind to it. If you want to do it, you can do it. If it's good, I guess. But yeah, so keep that in mind, If you want to do this yourself, a little potion creating using mixing sodas up, mixing cereals up, mixing ice creams up, even heck, you could even mix up food. I mean, it's not really potion creating when it comes down to solid foods, but Oh, and also if you're going to do the ice cream mixing, you might want to use some milk because, like I said, it not really work with solid foods. But yeah, go for it. I believe you can do it. If you think you can do it, that's good enough. You got my belief and your own. That's all you need. Stay awesome. But let's mix this up now. So this is how well I know freezing pop. I could tell you this pop, if I would have took it out of the freezer just 15 minutes earlier, it would have been slushy where I could just pour it in without having to cut it open. If I waited 15 minutes longer, it would have been solid frozen. It would have been kind of how I actually wanted it more solid frozen. So it'd be like ice cubes, and plus it's so cool when you get to see it. This won't look the same, but if you do freeze a soda can, you cut the top of a water bottle, you can dump it right in there and use it like a giant ice cube. Just pour some other soda in there. If anything, just pour the same soda in there. I mean, it'll be boring, but it'll taste awesome because it'll be like extra ice. There we go. Oops, I dropped. See? Now you go want to do this part over the sink because there's no way you won't be able to. Especially if it's solid frozen, it comes out like this over the top and you kind of just have to bang it over the top until it drops in. I probably added a little bit too much, but a little bit more in the can. Don't be drinking when you cut the cans open because you can cut your lips on that, you can cut your mouth. You can see I bended it. That's why I keep taking drinks of it. I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing. Not a smart one, but good enough, I guess. Such a great time with this series, but it's gonna be sad in the next couple months. I tell you what. It is. This is with this series. I don't know if this series is gonna be able to keep going. Whereas as much as I'm making it, that's because I know I'm gonna run out of food stamps, and then I won't be able to do this that much anymore. Anyways, we got our orange soda, nice and slushy. Let's add our Sprite. Ooh, look at that. I think I added a little bit too much orange soda. Hold on, what's that? Please tell me. Yeah, that's on the outside. I thought that was on the inside for a second. Piece of dirt. Okay. We got our orange Sprite now, people. Cheers. Orange Sprite. It looks like orange. It looks like orange, don't it? Like orange juice. Orange juice. That's what I'm trying to think of. Do we got orange juice soda? Who knows? We'll have to see right now. And give it a little swirl. Yes. Woo! That's a good smell to it. It honestly smells like Fanta orange still. But it's not as strong as it once was. I think the Sprite really does weaken down the soda flavors. Not in a bad way though. in a more lighter way, like as if, like let's say you wanted to drink Diet Coke, but you can't stand the taste of Diet Coke. This is what it tastes like, honestly, but with a little bit of sugar added. Honestly, there's a lot of sugar though. Keep that in mind, people. When you're adding two sodas together, there's 38 sugars in this, and I think all sodas actually have 38 grams or around 38 grams of sugar. Now there's 43 grams in this, so keep that in mind. If you're someone that's dealing with diabetes or any kind of sugar problems, you probably don't want to be mixing sodas up because it could be dangerous, you know. You're mixing sugars and it's going to add sugar. It's going to add, like, the sugar is going to go up. That's why these soda mixtures are actually taste almost like they give you the feeling of an energy drink without the taste, because it has so much sugar involved with it. That's really good. Oh my god, that's good. That's exactly how I imagine it would taste. Sprite Orange Sprite. I mean, well, people, we just made some Orange Sprite. You want to make yourself some Orange Sprite? Freeze you up a Fanta for a good hour. Maybe make it a slushy or a little bit longer. If you want to cut it open and get the ice cube out, then you want to freeze it for like an hour 10 or hour 10 minutes to hour 20 minutes. But you don't want to go past an hour 20 minutes because it might actually explode in the freezer after an hour, like 30 to 40 minutes. 2 hours for sure, it's gonna explode. Look at this. This looks nice with the dark background. I got my Orange Sprite. Look at that. It looks so cool. The orange fonts down there. And the Sprite can't even get down there because of the ice. Now you're probably thinking like, well, if the orange fonts is down there and if the Sprite's stuck up there, how are you able to taste it? What it tastes like together? That's because the ice is just orange Fanta. That's what the ice is. It's not like regular ice. Like, it's not plain old ice. This is for when you use soda ice with a different soda, you're going to get that mixture. In fact, you can fill a tray. It wouldn't be a smart idea really, unless you're going to use an ice tray that same night, or that same day. But you can fill an ice tray up with soda can. Not a whole soda can. I think you can only use like half a soda can for one ice tray. I don't know, probably 2/3. But and then you can use that ice that you made with the soda and put in a different soda drink, and boom, you're potion creating with us. That there's mixing soda, and it mixes it really well. But honestly, I think this is the best way. Just freeze it in the can, because I think when you freeze it in the ice tray, it actually pulls out the flavoring somehow. I don't know how, but to me it does. It's not as fresh. That's what it is. And that's the truth. Well, now I gotta rate it. Honestly, if it had more stronger ice, it'd be a lot better. I can tell that, because the Sprite would go right. I wouldn't be having trouble. Feels like I gotta eat this with a straw or a spoon. So it gave me the taste I was looking for in Orange Sprite. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. I'm giving that mixture a 10 out of 10. You know what? Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna give this mixture a 9 out of 10. The reason being is because, yeah, it's a flavor I was going for like the flavor I imagined. But I feel like this flavor wouldn't be liked by a lot of people. You know? Maybe for those that are a fan of the Fanta Orange and Sprite like I am, you'll love this. But for those that aren't a fan of Sprite, which is a lot of people, I don't know why, Sprite is such a healthier soda choice for everyone when it comes down to it. If you go drink soda, you might as well drink Sprite. Make that your base drink, because that drink is not going to cause you as much kidney stone problems. If anything, it actually helps dissolve the kidney stones from the lemon lime in it. At least that's what it does for me. Dang, I want to give it a 10 out of 10. Screw it. I don't care if not everyone likes to drink Sprite. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. This is my review, right? That there is a 10 out of 10. You want to have yourself a 10 out of 10 drink? There's 2 drinks we made so far that are 10 out of 10. Riot Piss and now Orange Sprite. And you can find both these drinks made in this series on my channel called Potion Creating. Who knows, you might like it yourself. And if you want to show it to your country and have them try it, make the video yourself. Do a potion creating video, or whatever you want to call it, mixing soda, whatever you want to call it, honestly. If you got a new name for it, use it. Who cares? As long as you're having fun with it. I think, I'm joking. I think I should have started up some or something. I don't know. But that's good. That there's good. Thanks for watching, everyone. Another episode of Potion Creating. I hope you enjoy the series as much as I'm enjoying making it. I'm a big soda fan. So you best believe, even when we create a bad soda that tastes like cough syrup, I might hate it, but I love to do it. I love to try new soda, you know. Cheers. Happy holidays, everyone. Woof, look at that. Look at that drink. It looks beautiful. It looks like futuristic orange. Like half orange, and then half Fanta orange, and then half Sprite. But, cheers.